straight away, this entry right here, close. That's a 34 pip from my pullback to this candle.
Beautiful.
This entry closed. This entry.
Will I do another sale on Wall Street Academy? Yeah, I should be having a sale like early next week. I'm working on a few things. Like that's why I stopped accepting students for this past week, because I'm trying to work on a few things on the back end so we could actually have things laid out, because in June I'm going to be doing 4 Q&As back-to-back small group webinars on Wall Street Academy, and help out, a bunch of students. So like instead of us doing webinars with 250 students at one time, we're going to be doing it with like 50 people each time to kind of like focus in on certain topics and whatnot. So like that's what I'm going to be doing. So before I do that, I want to make sure that certain things are aligned so it could, run smooth. You know what I'm saying? What did I do right after high school? Right after high school, literally, right after high school, I slept the entire day. The next day, right after I graduated, I slept the entire day. But right after high school, I couldn't work because I never had a green card or social and anything. So I just hung out. I bullshitted for like about 2 years after high school because I literally couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to college or anything. I had no kind of documents, so I couldn't do anything. So I had to kind of chill out for 2 years. And eventually when I got my work permit, that's when I actually started college, and I started this, I started that, I started working. But yeah, like right after high school, I just hung out for 2 years because, I never knew like what to do. Y'all gotta keep posting YouTube videos. I need some SB Saturdays, man. But at the same time, like, I have my black SV at the compound. Have my yellow SV inside the garage. But I can't do them every single weekend because it puts a lot of beating on the cars. And I mean, the cars are so prone to, I wouldn't say the injury, but at the same time, risk whenever I'm driving it every single day like that. So at the same time, I don't want to put it out there each and every time. You know what I'm saying? What brokers am I using? I mean, I normally use, like KOT, which is I've been using for over 2 years now. And I started dabbling in Vital Markets like about a couple weeks ago also. So like I'm just dabbling between those two platforms. And just trying to, just get used to it. Name the top 3 Forex traders but no one can be in the FIP. I don't know. I have people that I definitely respect, like when it comes to the craft. But yeah, I mean that's like marketing. But I mean, those people that are in my top 3, they know that I fuck with them on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like we're super cool. They make a lot of money. I make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So they know what it is. But at the same time, like I hate to put it out there because it's always some kind of controversy. Like when it comes down to like that kind of shit. So I'd rather not personally. Do I have a one-on-one training? I only do it, if I need to. I'm retired from, when it comes to my in-person seminars and that kind of shit. Honestly, that's why I said, like, if a person wants me to come out of retirement, it's $25,000. And that's what it is. That's the only way on how I'll feel even open to do it. Like, I'd rather do that versus teaching an entire class at the moment because it's draining. But at the same time, to have me come out of retirement, it takes a lot because, it has to be money that's actually worth something, honestly. Like $1,000, $5K, I'm not budging. $10K, I'm not budging. I can make that like easily. So that's why I said like $25K for 4 days. That's what it is. And I've done one already. I have another one planned for August, but that's about it. It's only 2 at the moment. So that's even if I take it. So a person can have $25,000 and I still turn on the offer. So it depends on who is offering it and how much they're interested in the craft and how determined they are for me to actually say, all right, cool, you know what? I'm going to accept the offer. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. Do I still use Trader's Way? I haven't touched Trader's Way in like 3-4 years, man. How did you feel when you were gonna be rich? I don't feel as if like you think that. You just work towards something that you're working on. Eventually you get to a point that you could afford what you want to afford, but it's not ever like a set number that you can consider yourself rich, I feel like, honestly. It is eventually, eventually you get to a point that you could just pay for shit and it doesn't really affect you because you can make that money back. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. So it's not like something that you actually think about. Somebody says Sean has to be one of them. I wouldn't say that. Nah, not really. Let's all give props to the van shirt. Oh, yo, Andy, the details, the van shirt, of course. It was funny because I bought this shirt like about 7 months ago, and I just wore it the other day because I was able to fit it. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, like, I was super small and everything, so I was been working, and now I could actually fill in the shirt a tad bit. So I mean, it's getting there, you know. How do I sort out taxes? There's a full section on Wall Street Academy to actually, go about taxes. Oh yeah, and like when it comes to even the one-on-one class, like a person has to do like, I wouldn't say an essay, but a couple paragraphs that kind of tells me like what you're into and that kind of shit, so I can see like how determined you actually are, versus you just paying $25K and think that you could actually get my time. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I'm only teaching certain people for certain reasons and that kind of shit, and that's if they actually are that determined to actually, learn from me, because I'm not easy to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I'll cuss at a person. It gets very like harsh at times, but at the same time, like that's how I want the person to actually understand. Like I'm not gonna take it easy on you just because you paid some money to actually come to me to learn from me. If a person in my 5-day class that I used to teach fucked up on something on their homework, I'm like, yo, bro, you fucked up. What were you thinking? Because at the end of the day, like I feel like that kind of attitude has to be presented, because I'm not gonna baby a person and have them feel like they're doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like it's all about just being able to withstand a person's attitude or how they teach and accepting it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Pressure makes diamonds. Listen, when Drew came on here and he says pressure makes diamonds. When Drew had fucked up on his body course in 2016, I was like, Drew, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So it's, I feel like just being spoke to like that and not taking it personal, I feel like that's what makes a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it for the person's best interest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say, you know what, next time you'll have it, you'll be okay. That kind of shit. So I'd rather be harsh on a person like, yo, you fucked up, like do better. Like what were you, I'm not gonna cuss at a person and call them dumb or some shit. No, but at the same time, like I'll talk to a person so they can pretty much like, yo, like think for themselves a lot more deeper compared to what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's tough love, and that's what makes diamonds, So it's never anything personal, never ever anything personal. Was it with shared coin? I mean, I know shared token. My portfolio like right now it's not looking pretty, but I'm about to dump another $100,000 inside my portfolio. Fuck it, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So I have about like 175 invested like right now in my crypto portfolio. I'm about to dump another 100,000 this Monday or Tuesday, and yeah, man, like buy the dip, HODL. We going up. So it's one of those things that the crypto market right now is not comfortable to be in, but at the same time, like the potential of it is insane. And me even being around and playing with Bitcoin since it was like around $600, I know the potential. Like you don't gotta convince me. I've been on this ballpark for quite a while now. The 5DC shaped my trading future without a doubt. Still learning and adapting, but put me ahead of the curve. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Puts a lot of people ahead of the curve because they're going to be experiencing things that is going to come and slap them and not know what hit them. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I feel like people that came to my 5-day classes, like when I was teaching them, they got to experience me for like 5 days, 8-9 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was hard, but it was worth it. Yo, I'm selling a